Good evening, everyone. Hi, Allan.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Rochelle. Good evening, everyone.
It's great. Thank you for joining us at the launch of FALAW'S Law Unlocked series, Understanding Your Rights. Tonight, Allan and I will be sharing with you general guidance on understanding Australian Property 101, which focuses on sale, purchase, and renting of properties. We do want to put in that disclaimer, and we will continue to put that in throughout this 1 hour session. This is a general educational platform, and where you have a certain matter, we highly encourage you to seek independent legal advice that fits your case so that you get the appropriate guidance. So before I take off, and I did ask Allan that I will be sharing with you. Let's get a poll first and understand where you are actually coming from. So if you could please your search bar and type in menti.com. That's menti.com. And then on that page, you will see a code that you have to give. And please put in the code 67071721. What I'll do so we could assist, because I'm going to move on to the next page, is actually type that and the code so that you could come in and join us in answering the question. So you can see in the bar there the link that you have to come in, type that into the search bar and type in the code 67071721 so you can join us in the questions that we would be entering. So please type that in. And the first question that we would like to know, and this is really excellent. Do you see that, Allan?
Yes.
You see that? So the first question is, how would you describe your experience of buying an Australian property? Comfortable. That's positive. That's a positive thing. Any other feedback from the others? Challenged. Allan, there's challenge in buying property. Any other feedback? New? It's new? They're not familiar with it?
It's a new experience.
Which we understand. It's different from buying in other properties.
Yeah, exactly.
It's complex.
Complex.
Yep. What other words are we seeing here? On buying into an Australian property. The next question we have is, how would you describe your experience in selling a property?
Selling. So this one's when you're the one selling the property.
Yep. It's difficult when you sell.
Oh. Hopefully difficult in a sense of technicalities. Oh, yep. Long process. It could be, yes. Hopeful. Yes, I know. I know the feeling. Detailed. Yes. Now we'll go into those details later. Yeah. Exciting, obviously. Yep. Yeah, we'll
So the third question that we have, thanks everyone for putting in your views. And the final question that we have is on the renting. What are the problems that you have encountered as a landlord or tenant in an Australian property? Please ignore the test. Difficult tenants, transparency.
Transparency, whether you're the landlord or you're the tenant. Expired compliances. Yes. Oh, that's difficult and crazy tenants. Okay. Late payments. Yes. The rules on tenancy, what you can and you can't do. behavior of most probably whose neighbors, or maybe uh, uh,
Rules not
rule.
clear
Yes,
to both the parties, tenant and landlord.
yes,
Increase in fees, yes, it is difficult. There's more feedback. More
yes.
feedback. Great. Thank you everyone for your feedback. Oh, we've got and about the rules. I'd really like to know more about the rules.
Mm-mm,
And we'll
mm-mm.
definitely get there. And access, issue access. Very interesting. Thank you everyone. I will pass this on to Mr. Allan Francisco.
All right. Thank you, Rochelle. All right. So again, to lay down some first again to repeat the disclosure that what we're giving is general advice. We're not giving specific legal advice. Um, if you have any specific legal matters that you need to consult with, we highly recommend that you approach your legal advisor, solicitor, for you to be able to get that specific advice on your particular situation. Okay. Now, another thing I'd like to put down before I start is that what we're going to discuss would be more of um, property transactions within Victoria. Now we've got different states and territories with different rules, different processes, different requirements. So, in order to simplify a little bit and focus more on our discussion, we will discuss um, matters or property matters that pertain particularly to Victorian scenarios and rules. Okay, so let me just start. Oh, don't forget, if you have any questions, please put them on the chat, and we will endeavor to reply back and answer your questions as quickly as possible. All right. So let me just share my screen. Let me. Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's start, right? So my role in this discussion would be to discuss what happens in a sale and a purchase scenario. Sale meaning you're the one selling your property. Purchase wherein you are the one buying your property. So in legal terms or jargon, sale would be equivalent to the vendor. Purchase would be equivalent to the purchaser. But to make it quite simple for tonight's discussion, when we talk about sale, we talk about the seller. When we talk about purchase, we're talking about the buyer. So it's basically the seller and the buyer. Make things quite simple. Now, for a property transaction, we have a simple document that we call the contract of sale. Right? So this would be a document usually prepared by the seller's solicitor. Okay. Now, what are the things that we need to look out for? This is common for both the buyer and the seller to look out for when we're looking at a contract of sale. So if we have a contract of sale right in front of us, what do we look for? So the first thing that you will see in a contract of sale would be the particulars of sale. And it will contain information of the purchaser, meaning the buyer, and sorry for the typo, but the information of the purchaser and the seller. Okay, the purchaser and the seller. Now, what are these information? So you have to make sure that if you're the seller, the vendor information is complete. You have your complete names, your complete address, and email details. Same is true if you're the buyer. If you're the buyer, have a look at the contract of sale. Make sure that your complete name is there, your complete address is there, your complete email is there. Now, we've got particular cases wherein, in especially for Filipino names. Filipino names, you've got your first name, which is the name given to you by your parents, and then you've got your middle name, which is the surname of your mother, and then you've got your last name, which is the surname of your father. Here in Australia, most often than not, they just pick up the first name and the last name and drops the middle name. So here's a trick. Whenever you're looking at a contract of sale in front of you, whether you're the seller or you're the buyer, take out your passport and make sure that the name on your passport is exactly the same as the name that appears on your contract of sale. Address should be correct so that all the notices that will be sent over would be sent to the correct address. So if you're the most often than not with the addresses, it's for notices that will be sent later. Then you've got your email. Now in these days, most, if not all, communications are done through email. So you have to make sure that your email is correct so that you will receive your communications or any updates on your sale or your purchase in a timely manner. Now I've got there the last point, conveyancer's details. Make sure that these conveyancer's details are correct because they're the ones who will be dealing with each other during the time of the sale of the property. So they have to have, you have to make sure that your conveyancer's deal, whether you're the buyer, you're the buyer or your seller, your conveyancer's details are correct. Their email address, their phone numbers are there and accurate, so that they get information, pertinent informations at the timely manner. Then we go down the particulars of sale, and then we'll see the information of the property. Now, what's the information of property? Basically, what are you buying or what are you selling? So the address of the property should be there, the full address. Number, unit number if there's any, street number, street name, type of street, and then you've got your suburb, state, and postcode. Now in Victoria, the certificate of title or the title that represents the property can be identified using the system called the volume and the folio system, right? So you've got the volume and folio numbers of your title. This should be correct and accurate on the contract of sale. Now, if the certificate of title hasn't been issued yet, then there is the lot and the plan description. What lot is it of a particular plan? And these are identifiers of your property. So you have to make sure that these are correct. Now, the volume and folio, lot and plan numbers can be verified against the most recent title search. So you can ask your conveyancers to provide you with a title search so that you can compare whether the volume and folio and the lot number or plan description is the same as the one as the current title search.